It has to be a green apartment.
I'm very passionate about the environment.
I'm pretty sure you guys are my first green clients.
Energy Star appliances, that's good.
It's great that it's got new windows, but there's a 2-inch gap underneath this door.
In today's market, environmental responsibility is more than just a fad, but finding an affordable green rental downtown is a surprisingly difficult task. Evette and Paul are a 30-something couple who are looking to downsize from a 3-bedroom home to something with a smaller ecological footprint.
When Paul and I got together, I thought I was green, and Paul has shown me way new aspects of being green.
I'm very passionate about the environment. I admit, if I see recyclables on the street, I'll pick them up and bring them home, put them in a recycling box.
It's a little embarrassing at times. I have to hide my head or walk 10 feet ahead of him, but deep down inside, I'm very proud.
Not when you're with me, I don't do it.
Paul and I are both registered massage therapists. We've been in this house for about 1.5 years now, and we absolutely love it, but it's just too big for us.
I've seen how much waste there is, and I thought, okay, I want to change my lifestyle to suit that belief. Getting a smaller apartment is part of that scaling back process and is a very big step in that direction.
I really want to move a lot closer to work. Why not centralize? Why not walk to work, bike to work, all that great stuff?
Tired of burning gas in a commute and heating a house that's bigger than they need, this couple called me to help them find a green space in the heart of the city.
Hi, Jodi.
Hi.
Come on in. Welcome to our home.
This is a really nice space.
This is our dining room.
I love your table.
Oh, thank you.
It's gorgeous. If you had to make a laundry list of the types of things that you need in your rental, what would it be?
Absolutely top of the list. It has to be a green apartment, that we don't have leaky windows and all sorts of energy hemorrhaging out of the place. We'd like to be closer to the kind of university area. That's where both of our workplaces are. We definitely need 2 bedrooms. We'd love to have laundry and an outdoor entertaining area of some kind. We've got a really great barbecue.
Yvette and I love to cook on it, and we can't part with that.
Yeah.
So definitely that would be a very important thing for us.
Yeah.
And what do you want to spend closer to downtown?
We'd love to start at somewhere around 12 plus.
Okay, well, $1,200 is a very tight budget for 2 bedrooms in the downtown core where everybody else wants to live.
Yeah, if we were really blown away, we could go like a little bit higher, 1,400 or 1,500. That might fly for us. Yeah.
Okay, that gives me a little bit of breathing room. When we're looking at places, I'd ask that you don't say absolutely not to a place that isn't necessarily energy efficient. There might be a situation where we can negotiate a little bit with a landlord.
That's a good tip.
I'm pretty sure you guys are my first green clients, so I look forward to working together.
Great, we are so excited.
For eco-friendly renters, it may feel as though options are limited, but the internet is a fabulous resource. Check Green Living websites and message boards to find other eco-enthusiasts in your area who might be able to help you on your search. I'm taking Evette and Paul to a rental that's just a 5-minute walk to the vibrant university area they were hoping for. It's the 2nd floor of a house that has 3 units within. Because of its central location, they would have the option of walking or biking to work, or choosing between subway and bus routes. There's lots of green travel options at their disposal. Guys, I found you a place that is right in the heart of the neighborhood you wanted to be in. Now, the place is just renovated. Let's go see how green the reno is. Great. So let's just go up and straight to the back.
The color of the entire place is Tropical Punch Orange, which is a little bit of a stumbling block.
So it's a galley kitchen.
Nice. Energy Star appliances, that's good.
I don't know if I can cook in here. There's not a lot of counter space, and there's certainly not a lot of storage space.
They said they wanted to downsize. I thought Evette would love the kitchen because it's all wood, which is great, and it's got all the Energy Star rated appliances in it, but she thought it was just way too small. So this would be the living room. It's got new windows, they're double pane, so they're energy efficient, but there is no dining room, and this room is not much bigger than your current living room.
It's great that it's got new windows, but they're totally defeated by this door. It's not fitted, and there's like a 2-inch gap underneath.
Leaky openings and cracks mean a loss of warm and cool air and wasted energy. Some weather stripping usually does the trick, but because this door is unfitted, you can negotiate with the landlord to replace it. But the door does lead to a deck that I think would be a great new home for your beloved barbecue.
Wow, this is a great deck.
Yeah, it's a not bad size, eh?
Yeah. I think it's the saving grace of the whole apartment. The deck, I love. Okay, so this is the bathroom. It's pretty tiny, eh?
Yeah, it's kind of small, but it's got everything new. It's not bad.
The bathroom is pretty tight. I don't know if that would work for them. They would definitely have to get ready separately. Second bedroom. It's a fairly decent sized room, so I was hoping because it's big enough, it could do double duty as your massage room and guest room.
Well, it's definitely big enough. I love the floors, and we've got the double pane window in here, so it's a great room.
All right, let's check out the master. Stacked washer dryer.
It's great.
And a huge master bedroom.
Very nice, and it looks like a double closet there.
Now, what I was thinking with this room is because it's so big, this room could serve double duty since the living area in this rental is so small. A cozy seating area doesn't have to cost a lot with some recycled furniture pieces. Installing a ceiling fan is an easy project to help any rental become more energy efficient. It'll allow you to use less air conditioning in the summer and circulate the warm air in the winter.
I think it has potential.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, the price here is a little over budget, $14.95 per month plus hydro.
It's kind of dead on at the top of our budget. We could go to that level.
Yeah, I think it would take some real consideration. We're not really 100% sure.
Yeah.
I know Evette and Paul are looking to reduce their carbon footprint. They want a smaller space, maybe not this small. Evette and Paul want to downsize to a smaller, eco-friendly rental, so I found a place that would provide 2 bedrooms while taking up less space. The rental covers 2 floors of a converted house with laundry in the basement, but with smaller rooms, new windows, and radiant heating, it might fit the green bill. We're slightly north of their preferred neighborhood, but close enough that it's only a 10-minute subway ride to work. I know we're a little bit outside of the neighborhood that you want to be in, but we're on the subway line, and this is a 2-story semi-detached with loads of potential. So you gotta check it out. Okay. So come on in.
Oh, wow. I like the fireplace. It looks like it works. That's a nice alternative heating source.
Yeah, and this place has radiant heat, and that's a way more consistent heat, so it doesn't come on and off all the time.
It's not as dry.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. I think the dining room's bigger than yours. I was picturing that beautiful dining room table that you've got.
Yeah, and there's plenty of space for it.
Yeah, and I loved the fact that it's open to the kitchen.
This is just terrific.
And there's access to a great backyard, perfect for the barbecue.
Great. These appliances are ancient history, and I am sure they're just energy pigs.
The landlord did mention to me that she was thinking about upgrading the appliances, so that's something that you would only find out in a lease negotiation if she's actually willing to do it.
I think the appliances would definitely be a deal breaker.
And I mean, it's lacking some character, I think, too, right? So I've put some thought to it, and there's some really nice things you could do with this kitchen. Aside from new appliances, there are a few ways for a renter to green up this room. I'd start by adding extra counter space that can double as a breakfast bar with an eco-friendly countertop material made from recycled paper. A hanging lantern made from natural fibers will diffuse the light after upgrading to an energy-saving fluorescent bulb, which uses 1/3 of the energy of regular light bulbs. Can you see that working?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's check out upstairs. So there's 2 rooms that are about the same size. This one's longer, the other one's wider and has a bigger window. Wait till you see the master.
Oh, okay. Well, I love the ceiling fan.
Oh yeah, it's a great ecological alternative to air conditioning. The closets are pretty standard, probably very similar to the ones you have at home.
Believe it or not, there's more closets than we have at home. Well, the bathroom's cute. It's nice and new.
The bathroom's decent enough. It has everything you need.
This is a fabulous place, and it rents for only $1,400 per month.
Wow.
Utilities are split with the basement tenant. You guys would pay 60%. So what do you guys think?
It's definitely a better price. It's great to save some money. I'm not 100% keen on splitting the utilities because it means I don't have as much control over how much energy I'm able to save.
This is a fairly energy efficient house, but those appliances might be a major deal breaker. Most renters want more space, but need to pay top dollar to get in a coveted neighborhood. Since Evette and Paul want less space, there's a better chance of finding an affordable rental close to their workplaces. We're back in the Central University area to see the main floor of a house that's been divided into 2 rentals, with shared laundry in the basement.
This is one of your favorite neighborhoods.
Yeah.
It's a great area, 5 minutes from both of your offices. This place is clearly under construction, but it's the main floor of a house and it's got a great backyard, so I knew you'd be interested.
Okay, great.
Let's have a peek inside.
Okay.
So come on in. I'm taking a really big risk showing Evette and Paul this unfinished place. They're gonna really have to use their imaginations to envision what this place might look like finished.
Not bad. I like that it's all open. It's the living, dining kind of separation here. It's not a very big space, so
Right.
we have to get a little creative.
Let's see if you like the master. It's just
Sure.
at the front. The master obviously was originally the living room. So we have an ancient fireplace. And obviously they did sort of a makeshift closet in here as well.
Looks like someone just took a bunch of pieces of wood and stuff and kind of just slapped them together.
If we could get rid of that closet, it would be totally workable. It's okay. It's good that it's not any smaller. I think it's just workable.
Let's see the rest of the house.
Okay, great.
So we like the fact that the kitchen is open concept.
It's really big, so that's
Yeah.
what it's got going for it. I'm particularly excited about the gas stove. It's a lot more efficient than an electric stove, so it's nice to see.
You guys are really gonna use your imaginations for the back of the house. This is the area that's getting the most amount of work.
Yes, under construction.
Kind of a tribute to 2x4s.
There's a real surprise in here.
This rental has an imaginary sunroom in the back. Right now it looks like a deck with a bit of a roof on it.
Oh boy.
I don't think I'd want to move in here as it is today.
If you can picture a really nice sunroom, this wall will be out. So windows all the way around, light pouring into your kitchen across the back of the house.
Okay.
You'll have access to the backyard. So this could double as your guest room and office, extra seating area.
Yeah.
So
You know what?
this is
I'm
again-
excited about this. This is great.
You can picture it?
I can picture it.
Evette and Paul could really see that it's going to be a beautiful room that'll add value to the house.
There could be a chance that it's not finished by the time you move in.
Right. Okay, so that's something to consider.
I know you had some concerns about fitting a living and dining area into the living room, so here's what I'm thinking.
To fit your large dining table in this small space, we need to place it against the wall with chairs surrounding. That leaves the opposite wall for the couch. Here, we'd hang a graphic fabric behind the couch as an inexpensive art installation, easy to do in any rental. It can be pulled to one side to change up the tone of the room. We'd paint the entire space with an enviro-friendly low VOC paint, a greener alternative that saves not only the environment, but the air you breathe from harmful fumes and vapors.
Okay, so things are beginning to gel. I'm beginning to like it a little bit better already.
And all of this for only $11.50. I came in way under budget on this one.
Wow. I really couldn't believe how affordable this apartment is. The state of it kind of makes me wonder if that has anything to do with the price.
I think that has something to do with it.
I think we should go to a coffee shop, sit down, and talk about all the places that we've seen and figure out which one is really the best one for you.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little overwhelmed.
The second floor rental with a huge master bedroom, the 2-story place with 3 smaller bedrooms, or the cost-effective main floor under construction. Which rental will be home to Evette and Paul's green lifestyle?
I've shown you guys a variety of places in and outside of the neighborhood you're really interested in. Let's just talk about them, go through them, and see which one might be the one. What do you think about the 2nd-story stucco?
It's new and renovated, and it looks great. The place does look awesome, and then there's a back deck, which is a bonus, of course, a place to put our barbecue.
The dimensions and the layout, they're perfectly good. Kitchen was teeny tiny.
And let's talk about the 2-story.
The two-story is beautiful. It's a great rental. It was just a little outside of our area.
Yeah.
Our real goal was to walk to work, and we'd still do transit if we were to take that place.
How do you feel about the one that's under renovation right now?
I don't know, I'm intrigued.
The layout is good. It's got what we want. Of course, the big downside is the renovation. Is it going to be done by the time that we would move in?
Yeah.
That's the question we
There's
have to ask
so
the
many
landlord.
pluses, but the negative is so huge.
So which one would you choose?
With location being a top priority for a quick walk to work, sounds like rental number 1 and number 3 are the front runners. But will price sweeten the deal of the messy Reno over the brand new completed one?
I think we're leaning towards the Reno.
Wow, roll a dice.
Yeah.
I'm actually shocked.
I think the pros really outweigh the cons.
Well, as long as the landlord can get the place done, I think that's the best choice.
So if you want to make that place yours now, my advice would be that you call the landlord. I would create a list of specific questions about the renovation.
That's a great idea.
And I would ask to have a couple of walkthroughs between now and your moving day so that you get to monitor how the renovation is going.
It's probably a really good idea.
So why don't you give the landlord a shout now?
When a rental is under construction, renters may have the opportunity to impact some of the choices.
We just had a couple of concerns.
That could be good news for eco-friendly tenants who can specifically request things like low-flow shower heads and low VOC paint. Most landlords will support those things since they'll reduce water or energy costs overall. Make sure you get everything in writing once you've discussed it with the landlord.
Bye.
So what do you say about the renovation? It's going to be
Oh,
done?
absolutely, it'll be done.
Sure. Well, I hope so.
Ironclad guarantee.
Awesome. That's awesome, actually.
It sounds like we'll have an idea tomorrow afternoon.
Good. Well, I hope that walkthrough goes great.
Evette and Paul went and met with the landlord the very next day and signed a lease. They still have faith that it'll be ready by moving day.
The landlord has made some progress in the renovations, and it looks like they should be on schedule, so...
Fingers crossed, it'll be fine.
The dumpster is still on the front lawn and it's moving day. Unfortunately, their renovation is not going to be complete, but Evette and Paul asked the landlord if he would forego rent until it's in livable condition, and he agreed. Still enthusiastic about their move, Evette and Paul called on friends for help, but hastily booked a small rental van. When they realized their mistake, they tried to upgrade just a few days before, but at the last minute there weren't any big trucks left to rent. That made for many trips and a lesson learned.
Hint for the ecologically green-friendly person: get one larger vehicle and make less trips, and you use less fuel, and the larger vehicles tend to run on diesel, which is also much more fuel efficient. So, less trips, less headaches.
At least they'll be living rent-free, so that will offset the extra moving costs. With the entire place looking like a construction nightmare, it's a good thing Evette and Paul have the vision to see beyond the mess. The delayed renovation set back my makeover plans by a few weeks, but now that the room is clear, I'm giving us a $1,000 budget to turn it into a living dining room that they can finally settle into. The entire place is getting a fresh coat of environmentally responsible and healthier low VOC paint. That means less fumes and harmful chemicals polluting the air. I've sourced out organic fabrics to use throughout the apartment. Making your own curtain panels is a great idea in a rental. Once you've chosen a fabric and cut it to size, easy grommets that snap into place are all you need to finish them off. And I've got big plans for a bold print to accent the living area. I just hope it lives up to their expectations after the disappointment of their unfinished reno.
Come see your new space.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh my, this is amazing. The sofa's beautiful.
We wanted to create as much seating space as possible in the smaller space, so we went with an L shape with the open side through the traffic area.
Oh yeah, that's great.
I think the dining table looks absolutely fantastic in here. I wasn't about to get rid of it.
Evette is very attached to her dining room table, and I can see why. It's gorgeous. Normally I would say it's too big for this space, but because it's glass, it works. Now, and I know you love to
the
cook.
chalkboard. This is fantastic.
So that's a repurposed full-length mirror. Took the glass out, and what I did with that is I went the full length of the table, which kind of anchors the table and gives it purpose in that spot.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
If you're making a nice meal, you can announce what's on the menu. You know,
Or I can just write feed yourself.
It's in the microwave.
With all the beautiful stuff in here, what I like most is this curtain. I just keep getting drawn to it. I love the fabric. It's just fantastic.
I used unbleached fabrics and organic cottons as much as I could in this room.
Oh, I didn't even see the light fixture.
That was sort of my favorite thing because I thought it really brought in natural, but modern.
What is it made of? That's fantastic.
It's wicker, so it's a natural fiber.
That's very cool.
That is awesome. I was really, really pleased to see the kitchen painted. I love that it's all the same color and it really brings the space together. I think it's beautiful.
Evette and Paul weren't crazy about the closet in the bedroom. With the landlord's permission, they removed it and created enough space to accommodate their king-size bed. The addition has new doors and windows and is fully insulated. So when it's done, it'll be completely energy efficient.
When we took the apartment, the design of the back, it was a completely different design. It wasn't nearly as nice. The landlord had to tear it all down, unfortunately, and start again. It's worked out in our favor. It's got a beautiful sliding glass door that's dead in the center of the room. And at the end of the day, it's a better, bigger, and brighter space. It'll definitely be finished soon, and I think it's gonna look fantastic.
I came in right on budget, reusing much of what Evette and Paul already had. I spent only $1,000 for the makeover and the low VOC paint that we used throughout.
It was well worth taking the chance because, hey, we got what we wanted, really.
Thanks a lot, Jodi.
My pleasure.
Evette and Paul set out to downsize and reduce their carbon footprint. When all is said and done, they'll have a cozy place that's energy efficient.
Moving sucked. Took us all day. We started at 8 in the morning and finished at 2 a.m. And then we had to come back the next day.
Because we had a little tiny van. We did get rid of a lot of stuff, but it's never enough.
But yeah, more could go.
I think one of the hardest parts is looking at something and going, oh, but we might need this. And you don't.